the republic for which it stands.
One nation, under God.
Indivisible.
Liberty and justice for all.
Guns, self-defense, concealed carry. This is the Patriot Defense Podcast. From the war room in Idaho's high desert, here's your host, Todd Eccles.
And we're back once again into Saturday evening, and we are tucked away in the war room somewhere in the high desert of southern Idaho. And joining me tonight, we got the full crew, the OG. We got Mr. Dean. We got, what's your name over there again, sir?
Oh yeah, I know.
We got Mark.
I figured I was gonna get picked on.
We got Mark.
I'm back.
And we got Mr. Tarver.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm back, and I'm ready to set the building on fire.
There's 3 fires going right now.
Where at?
Freaking they set the South Hills is on fire. One out by Wilson Lake, and lightning.
Oh,
this afternoon. So
it just started today.
Hey, Philip's back.
it's the
Phil.
it's the
Philip.
extended 4th of July weekend, so somebody's probably fireworks.
Maybe it probably.
Yeah, I'd blame lightning too. That damn lightning, man. It wasn't my kids. Burning 100 acres.
Hiding the bottle rockets.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Mark, it's been like 4 months or something.
12 days or something.
12 days. How you been?
Good. I'm refreshed. I'm rested. I'm had some good times, and
I'm gonna rock this podcast.
yeah, we're gonna set the building on fire and burn it down.
Please don't. I don't.
Not
care.
the building.
I don't
building,
carry.
but
Okay.
The podcast building.
Oh,
not this building. Never mind.
What have you done that's been Second Amendment related,
And there's
sir?
fires going on. You can't talk like that.
You know?
Well, I went camping this last weekend,
Yeah.
and we did a little shooting. I mean,
Did you ride the creepy bicycle?
no, it was creepy though. No.
What's a creepy
What's a
bicycle?
creepy
This is,
You gotta tell the
it's
story.
a whole okay. So we went up to this place. It's up above Fairfield, between Ketchum and Fairfield. It's called Carytown. It's on the south side of Dollarhide Summit.
Right.
Anyway,
Old mining town.
old mining town. You can see mines and stuff up there. It's hard to get up there, but we rode our 4-wheelers up there, and there's a couple still standing cabins,
Right.
but talk about creepy. I mean,
Like
it's
hills.
like Hills Have Eyes stuff.
Hills have
yeah.
eyes crap. up
Probably
Yeah,
because you had
it's
a lot
weird.
of bodies thrown down them old mines.
Yeah, it's weird stuff. I mean, there was a bicycle hanging from a tree by chains, and
Like someone set it up for like a ride.
yeah, so like you could ride it, but you wouldn't go anywhere.
Mark
obviously.
didn't get on it though.
You didn't ride it?
No, I was ready to get out of there.
Was it booby trapped?
I pretty much had my hand on my gun the whole time we were there. I mean, I didn't know what was going on.
There was an old cabin that had like a brand new recliner.
Yeah, I swear it was a brand new recliner. I mean, it's like they went to, Wilson Bates or whatever and just got a brand
Had
new
it delivered
recliner.
up there.
Yeah.
Wilson Butts? Never mind.
Yeah. No, it was weird, and I mean, but we saw some other
Greg.
stuff too. It was really cool. I did fire a couple, rounds through a
Did you
suppressed SBR 22.
Did you shoot him down the mine shaft?
No, that was another thing that was kind of creepy. We rode right past this mine shaft. None of us even knew it, and then on our way back down, we happened upon it, and we're like, "Oh,
We
holy
could have
cow.
drove off into
Yeah,
it.
it was like 3 feet off the trail. I mean, it was that close to the trail. I lowered my GoPro down into it, but it wasn't. I don't know. Nothing.
You didn't see any eyes shining back.
No,
out
you
of the
can't see
darkness.
it. It's dark. I mean, it was dark, so you couldn't really
You
see.
should have lowered your
anything.
gun down with the tritium sights.
Yeah, at least shoot down in there first before.
There you go. Sasquatch. So that's cool. You had a good time. You made it
Yeah,
back
good
safe.
Made it back.
That sounds like a cool place to hang out. You was alone out there, right?
No,
Abandoned
I
old town?
I was there with my boy and
but I
a couple
mean-
buddies, and
It's pretty
But
remote.
like no one
it's
lives
pretty
there.
remote. Yeah, nobody lives there. I mean, it's
Oh, sweet.
Is it tough to get to from the Ketchum area? Is it? or-
Yeah, because you got to go up Warm Springs and up over the top of Dollarhide and then back down. And
So it's easier to go from the Fairfield side?
it's actually easier to go from Fairfield side probably. So
From Fairfield, I think if I had the right route when I mapped it out from Fairfield, it's like 37 miles or something.
yeah, it's not, but it's a lot of windy
Yeah.
switchbacks and yeah. But no, it's fun. But I did shoot a little bit. I mean, not as much as I'd like to, but
No zombies or
no zombies
or inbred hillbillies?
My
or-
son was a zombie when he woke up every morning, but that's teenager.
True.
What about you, Mr. Dean?
Tell
Tell everyone why you could come tonight.
My wife's out of town. She went over to. She's got some projects to work on out of town, and I'm batching it for the weekend.
So you're doing whatever you want. So if we want to get you for the next couple podcasts, we're gonna have to do one on Tuesday and one on Thursday,
or just lure the wife out of town again.
Is she gonna be gone next weekend?
I think she's coming back Friday.
Oh.
No, Saturday. She's coming back Saturday.
Tell her to stay till Sunday.
But we got to talk in church on Sunday.
No, you don't. Just no show. They'll find someone else to do it.
All right, yeah.
Second Amendment related. Anything?
Well, I have some insight.
Okay.
So I binge watched because the wife's out of town. I binge watched the latest season of Stranger Things.
Yes.
And,
I haven't watched. I haven't not watched it yet.
So no. I won't give anything away. No spoilers, because that's a dick move. But
it's a good show, though.
Boy, firearms really would solve a lot of their problems.
No, a lot of it.
Yeah. If they, there's a lot of opportunities for firearms use in this one, and in fact, they do get used quite a bit to protect themselves. But there's some times where if they would have just picked up a gun off of someone else and brought it with them, they could have saved a whole lot of trouble. For
the sad thing is my daughter talked me into watching this show, and then she bailed after halfway into the first episode of the first season.
It's because
she says, "Oh, it's too scary." I was hooked though, and I kept watching. So I binge watched the third season on 4th of
Tarver's
July.
looking at us like, "What's Stranger Things?"
Actually,
have you seen it?
On the last episode of season 1, I stopped with 30 minutes to go to make it here. So I started watching it today.
What did you think so far?
It took me a while to figure it out. It's a good show. It's a good show.
I like that little kid that does.
It's crazy because I'm looking at this stuff in season 3 especially, and I'm seeing these things and I'm like, holy cow, I had that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was totally relating to it. Yeah. So
great show. Great show. My son's been on me for 2 days. Let's watch it. I'm like, I'm too freaking busy. We'll get it watched.
Yeah, 4th of July I spent binge watching that. So
nice.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Second Amendment related, sir.
Me?
Yeah, Mr. Tarver.
I went out and did a little shooting yesterday.
That's right. What'd you shoot?
Oh, shot the Canic, shot the Suppress 22, and a Smith & Wesson 1911 45.
I'm so sorry.
Full size?
That's a good gun.
It wasn't yours, was it? Mr. Frost.
Yeah, it was Frosty's.
He's not watching it. He doesn't do Facebook, but he'll listen.
He's listening. It was a nice shooter. It was a nice little gun. I liked it.
It was 1911.
It was odd though.
They look nice.
That was a good shooter.
So full of shit, Todd. Oh my god.
They look nice.
It's still to this day. Throw any of the triggers together in the world and a nice 1911 trigger. It's 100 years old, people. Come on, man. Y'all should have been able to outdo that by now. Most of them can't. It's a good shooter. Problem is, we were shooting and having fun, and it was like 8 rounds, and I took out the Canic with 20.
Are you going to have an aneurysm, for shit's sake, Todd?
He's tweaking.
I'm starting to twitch.
I have to agree with Tarver. It's been 100 years. Can we not get something better? No. It's pretty close to perfection. Yeah.
It's a great
when you have
trigger,
it tuned right.
Yeah. If you got if it's not some crappy trigger in there, you got a nice polish, man, it is.
So were you here when we originally talked about, like a few episodes back? I think you're still here when we talked about the 1911, right?
I love the way they rattle.
Yeah. So what do we talk about? What do we talk about the original 1911?
In fact, I like to use mine with my
not
kids.
the variants and stuff.
The very first 1911.
The Browning version.
What do we know about it?
It was made in 1911,
and it was beat up, and it wasn't that great,
and still killed Nazis.
So unless you have one, so maybe the guy that's shooting the 1911 that jams up a lot, maybe he has an original.
That might be.
Freaking Kimber.
I don't know.
We did every other episode. We go down this road, and I end up hearing all kinds of crap from people about it. Anyhow, there was a gunsmith here shooting out here last week, and he had some nice 1911s that he'd done a lot of nice work on, and he kind of mentioned he was going to show me what a real 1911 was.
Oh.
And
what was it?
He opened up this big freaking case, opened it up, and there was like 8 1911s in there, all different freaking sizes and everything. Fantastic, like beautiful, pretty. They were. You guys like pretty guns?
I love beautiful guns.
So he pulls it out.
Oh, geez, Todd, come on.
he pulls it out and starts shooting this thing.
On the range?
Notice that it's only the guys that like 1911s. That's where their minds went. You guys are in a special crowd all your own. I can see why I'm not into the 1911. Anyhow, he pulled out his 1911, started shooting it. Bang, bang, click, 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 bang, click, click, bang, and I just started laughing. Like, you're going to show me your wonderful 1911s. They don't even freaking shoot.
What was wrong with it?
I don't know.
Was it one that he worked on himself?
It was a 1911. That's
was it
what
one he
was
worked
wrong.
on himself?
It was I don't know. It was a 1911.
Or was it?
That's what was wrong with it.
Huh. Still like him. I don't give a shit what you say.
Well, no one should.
Steven Seagal used him in his movies. I know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. If Steven Seagal's using it, then of course.
Well, there you go. He can kill a whole army with his bare hands, and
now-
when it gets tough for
there's
him, he picks up.
I'm
the
now
1911.
speechless.
I just think for what the gun is to be single action, just surprises me. Like, I don't know.
But it's a work of art.
It
I mean,
is-
think
it's a
about this
pretty
thing
gun.
100 years old and what was before it. And
Okay, yeah.
Browning, nobody's been able
Yeah.
to beat this guy. The guns he come out with, the Ma Deuce, and man, this dude
Yeah.
is a
True.
genius.
That's true,
It was.
but like that's then and now there's other options. I mean,
Yeah, but I tell you what, a lot of guns now, the handguns are going away from the 1911, all pretty much everything in it. But a lot of the guns, a lot of the military guns, new ones breaking out today are based off Browning. It's like, well, there you go.
I tell you what, you guys are gonna have to keep an eye on.
What's that?
Freaking Yeet Cannon.
Oh, for shit's sake.
Freaking Yeet Cannon.
Man, I'd be so embarrassed to get shot with a Yeet
the
cannon.
Yeet Cannon.
Yeet.
Is coming out. Wonder if you
I
got
got yeeted.
I wonder. He yeeted on me.
Oh no, man!
Officer, I
Did
just
you
minded my
just-
own business. This guy walks up and just yeets me.
did you just yote on him?
That was yesterday.
By the end of
Yeah,
tomorrow, I will have yacht all
Yesterday
over
I
this.
yoted. Today I yeeted.
Yeah.
I
And
gotta
tomorrow
edit all
I'm going
that
to
out.
yate.
I will have yacht.
Well,
Yeah.
So what about this Yeet Cannon coming out, right?
Well, High Point is coming out with the
There's a backstory.
what is it? What is it? A new? It kind of looks the same as the old one. To be honest with you.
Does it describe any differences between the old one and the new one?
I don't know. We all got stuck on the name.
Oh, right. It says Yeet Cannon on it.
Yeah, it's bright, big white
So
letters.
right there, it means it's pretty badass.
It's only 3 pounds.
Listen, you can put racing stripes on a Geo, but it's still not
Oh,
going to.
I'd race that. I'd race that sucker.
It's only 3 pounds instead of the usual 8.
It's because the metal they removed to inscribe Yeet Cannon into the side
Right,
of it.
yeah.
No, it's High Point's coming out with their new limited edition, right? It's not going to be mass. They're doing it to please the fans. They had people vote and wanted to call it a Yeet Cannon. They refused to name their weapon a Yeet Cannon out of pride. H&K stepped in and said, "Please do it." That they would do some type of
For the love of God, name it to Yeet Cannon.
I think they were daring them to do it more than anything.
well, and they've done it. It's on their website. I don't know how many they're going to produce, but it's going to be stamped Yeet Cannon on the side of it. Yeet Cannon what? YC9?
YC9 G1 is they're going to have a
G1.
limit. They're going to have a limited run.
so like Gen 1, Gen 2.
yeah, I think they're going to have one
Who
that's
printed
called.
this out? I know you didn't print this out with pictures.
I
on it.
actually did because this was a very important article. So
With pictures, you don't even. I can't even tell where the stories
when
come
it
from.
involves
lot
a
of times.
fancy gun, you got to have
yeah,
pictures.
so they're coming out with the Yeet Cannon, but they're coming out with the YC9 later on in the year. But to appease their many fans, they are coming out with a special limited edition, special run Yeet Cannon. It says Yeet Cannon on the slide, so it says it's a different slide. That's it. Yeet Cannon G1.
And this story is from Dirk D. Igler. You sure you ain't being trouble?
My gosh.
Dirk Diggler.
Take a look at the top of the
I
page.
know. I caught that.
No, right
too.
here at the top.
You got to be shitting me.
I am not.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm not. Dirk Diggler is sending us stuff on the Yeet Cannon. I think everybody's having fun with this. If anybody saw, what was that movie? A long time ago.
Don't look at me.
Was
I
there
don't want.
a lot of yeeting involved?
It was, yeah. Well,
Dirk
it was a
Diggler
fictional
was it?
character, Dirk Diggler, that was based on. It was a theatrical release, right? This is not-
Theatrical?
yeah, but it was based on
What kind of
somebody
theater?
who
Came out
wasn't in
straight to
theater.
video.
Well, it was based on the life of a guy that went to straight to video all the time,
Oh, gotcha.
out of the 70s.
Yeah.
A porn star is based on a porn star.
Yes,
there
it
we go.
was.
Okay, we can go down that road if we got to.
But what was his name? I don't know those guys.
Yeah.
You're asking the wrong person.
I
I've
was
been
baiting you. I was waiting for you to come out.
married happily for 24 years. I don't.
He set us up. No.
That's right.
Yeah, so interesting. And you have one on order.
I have got a Yeet Cannon on order, the limited edition
Amazing. Take a lot of pictures.
G1. It's gonna be fantastic. I think they're supposed to start shipping on the 15th.
What are you going to do with this thing?
Are they numbered?
I'm gonna freaking shoot it. I'm gonna love it. I'm going to clean it.
Like you're going to put it
You're
out
not
there.
going to clean it.
You're going to put it at the end of your range and then take. Like,
I'm gonna
shoot it.
I'm
like,
gonna freaking carry that. I'm
use
gonna
it-
get
oh.
it engraved
Nice.
with Patriot Defense logo. I'm gonna have rock
Whoa.
custom holsters. Build me a freaking custom holster for it. I'm gonna pack this thing.
the Yeet holster.
The Yeet holster. It's gonna be a holster for my Yeet.
Oh my
Made by
gosh.
Haynes?
Yeah, there you go. It's gonna be.
Whoa.
Oh, anyhow.
So your holster is going to cost more than the gun.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you shoot it, you got to go, yee.
Yeet. I'm practicing. Do it again.
Yee, yee, pow. There you go, man. You're good
Whoa.
to go. Not only are you killing somebody, you're humiliating them at the same time.
Oh, that Yeet Cannon's gonna
Put this
be
yeet up
that
all over
Yeet
your
Cannon is
head, boy.
gonna be badass.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it before I get my
1911?
my
Your
I forget what the name of the other one
Yeah,
now.
see, you forget it now.
Or P.
because that's how
My
like
PD-10.
unimportant it is.
Oh, your Sasquatch.
My PD2. Yeah, the Yeet Cannon's not a Sasquatch.
That's
You know what? They thought
You
this
see how
up,
important
named
this
it, and
thing
going to
was?
have it out
Yeah,
before the PD10
yeah,
comes out.
yeah.
The PD10's been in production. They just finished the stippling on it the other day. I saw a picture. They fine tuned the stippling. It's taken them a year, but they figured it out.
Good God. Just go pick up a bunch of handguns and see what you like and don't like and adopt that and change this. And
I
there you
did.
go.
That's why I'm getting the Yeet Cannon.
Well, you're going to need to take some glamour shots and post them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
Post them with the Vaseline filter, you know, where it's all glossy looking, like the 70s shots for the TV. You remember as the ladies got older in the 70s and 80s on TV,
They get shinier.
They'd get that filter on it.
The ladies get shiny.
We
You're
got
gonna
to
have
get
to
away from
filter.
all this.
We're videoing
Yeah,
this,
it's-
and we're gonna put a filter over the gun.
We're
so you
talking
can't
about
see
the
it.
Yeet Cannon and Vaseline. I don't like where this is headed.
Yeah. Well, every topic that comes up, it kind of leans back there. This is a horrible gun. This is destroying the fabric of America, man.
That's right.
It's terrible.
Almost as bad as the 1911.
Except the 1911 didn't destroy the fabric of America. It saved it, you son of a bitch.
The Yeet Cannon's
With
next.
style too.
I
You know what?
heard rumors the military's
You know
going to
what?
start
You know who
carrying
carried
the
a
Yeet
Right,
Cannon.
now
1911?
it's gonna be the next sidearm, I'm sure.
Captain
This is
freaking
my
America.
rifle. This was my gun. This
Captain-
was for fighting. This. Oh,
This is the.
is the
Never
Yeet
mind.
yeah,
Cannon.
yeah. This is my rifle. This is my Yeet Cannon.
Jeez.
Okay.
Full metal jacket.
Yeah, uncomfortable pause here.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah. We're trying to. All right, let's delete the first half and start over.
Do you have any thoughts from behind the gun counter? It's been a while. Anything?
No. It's been a while.
Do you
I've been-
not sell
Yeah,
guns
no,
anymore?
yeah.
I kind of just like tell people,
Do what you want. Get out of my face.
Yeah, you want this? Okay, here you go.
now riddle
You're
me.
gonna
that.
shoot who? I don't care. Here you go.
When I came in a little bit ago, you were selling a 10 millimeter to a guy.
Yeah, there's actually a couple. There's actually a couple of guys that listen to the podcast.
Were they buying it because we talked about the 10 mil?
No, but they,
Let's just
they
act
bought
like.
they bought a couple.
Let's just
guns.
act like they were.
They bought a gun before.
Highly
and I told them
recommended
about
by
the
Patriot
podcast.
Podcast.
And they come back down and he bought another gun, a 10 millimeter Glock. But yeah, he was looking at that Rock Island Armory double stack 1911 10 millimeter initially, but yeah, no, those guys they listen to the podcast. So.
They were really nice guys.
Yeah, they're super nice guys.
I'm just floored now about how popular the 10 millimeter is.
It's came back huge. I mean, it's just
I shot Josh came down the class I did the other day, and he brought He brought his Glock. Is it a G20?
G20 is a full size. Yeah.
Full size.
So that thing's been around forever.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they've been around a while.
That came out before the 21, which is a 45, right?
Well, probably not, but
Because they number them as they come out, don't they?
no.
Oh, never mind.
No, because the newest one's the Glock 45, and that has
No one can understand
No one
Glock's
understands
numbering
the numbering
system.
system.
that way. Yeah.
I always have to ask. When the people start talking about Glocks, that's like I feel
What is it?
stupid. What is that one? The G20. I don't know what the freak that
you
is.
say a G40 or a Glock 45, you think 45 caliber.
Right.
Right. No, that's the model.
Yeah.
So you said you shot one?
I shot it. It's a good gun. But I like the XDM over the Glock, I think. It feels more comfortable.
The 10 millimeter?
Yeah.
That's a
You-
big
you
old
liked-
gun, man.
You liked shooting the 10 millimeter?
Oh, freaking love it. It's great.
It's a 40 on steroids. In fact, this 40 is derived.
But
from
it's
it.
not a 40.
Yeah,
it's
they-
a 10 millimeter.
Right.
They had to make
Well, it
the
is
40 because the
technically a
10 was
40.
too
I
It's
mean,
big.
a long 40.
It's better
with
than
higher pressure.
It's better than the 40.
It's
So
mean,
you're-
pound for pound, it's better than a 45. I mean,
It's better than the 40. Shut up. It's better than the 40.
Oh, it is a fast 40. What's
yeah,
your
but
problem with the
you're-
40? Why
it's-
don't you
it's
like
a-
energy?
it's
The
a-
energy of it.
it's a tall 40.
45.
So why do you not like the 40, Mark? Todd there? Todd,
Mark, you
tell
don't
me?
even know my
I
freaking
don't
name
know,
and you're
I'm
trying to
just,
insult me.
Don't tread on me.
Microphone one. What is it?
Why don't you like the 40?
The 40 is just okay, and I haven't seen this with the 10 mil, but I've seen a lot of people come to class with the freaking 40s. Everyone thinks 40 is where it's at, and they send you know what I'm talking
40
about.
is where it's at. It's
Yeah.
like its own thing.
And people come in thinking they can shoot the 40, or they send their wives in with a 40, or they go buy a subcompact 40, and they're just freaking shit.
But you can shoot a 40.
They're crap. I could shoot it okay. I don't like it because people think they need something with a damn 4 in it, and they can't shoot it, and it ruins new shooters. 40s are snappy, and they kind of jump out of your hands. I don't quite get that with the 10 mil. Is it a hard hitting? Yeah, I mean you know you're shooting something, but it's not as snappy and as miserable as the freaking 40 cal. Would I ever buy a 10 millimeter and you carry it as a self-defense gun? As far as like personal, like around town, urban types? No, I wouldn't. Where would I carry it? I carry it out in the freaking woods.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Bear, I mean, good for animals, good for bear. Maybe I'll go moose hunting with it or some crap. But I mean, I'm not going to carry it for self-defense round. I lean back to my 9 every time on that.
You know we're just giving you shit.
I know. You think I'm getting worked up?
We're trying to get them worked up.
Trying to get you worked
You get me worked up.
You get better shows when you get worked up.
Oh, you guys love those shows. Those are the ones you guys all listen to. Huh? When I'm like stuttering over here and I'm starting to like clench my fists. I don't think I've
Swinging
done
your
it.
knife.
He's
Where's
got
your
like
knife?
his handprint in the table.
I don't think I've done a show like
Yeah,
that
where's
in
your
a
knife?
while.
You're not playing with it. You
I
gotta
was
have
told
your,
not to. Where did
You
it
got to
go?
have your release. Your
I-
yeet. You got to get your yeet. Oh, here it is over here.
Oh, for Yeet's sake.
Yeah, give me that. I need that back.
Is that the one you play with?
Yes.
Is that homemade?
Yeah. There's a kid I went to church with made it for me.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he does good work. You've
That's-
looked
that's
at it
really
before.
smooth. I bet I have.
Played
I
with
can't-
it the first freaking podcast.
I have CRS.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Can't remember shit.
We all do.
So what do you guys think of the 40 or the 10? What do you guys like better?
If you were to pick one, I mean, I would say 10.
You'd have to have a purpose. What's your purpose?
Yeah, I mean, well,
Right. Do
without
you think
a
the
purpose,
10's going to replace the 40?
without a purpose, I'd say no, because the 10 was originally the first, and the 40 derived from the 10.
Because of the problem with
Because
the 40.
because
the 10.
the 10 was initially
So the
gonna
10
be,
was first, and then the 40 was derived from the twin.
Yeah,
so
'cause
that
they
was a
cut it
waste.
down.
That was a wasted yeet.
Well, okay, yes. But
Completely wasted Yeet.
now here's the thing, though, is that, like the 10 millimeter was developed essentially for the FBI and the government agencies.
Right.
And stuff. They didn't like it because it was too much.
I think it's better.
So they cut
it's
it
not
down.
as much.
They cut it down and made the 40. That's where the 40 came about, is to, give them something more.
Make
of
them
what they
feel
want.
good.
Make them feel better. That hey, this isn't as much.
But a lot of problems you have with 40s, especially early on, and a lot of the guns that were still out there, is when the government went to 40s, everybody's putting out a 40.
Yeah.
And what they did is took their 9 millimeters and just tinkered with it a little bit and turned it into a 40, and it's like it's not made for that kind of power. When you get them this built from the ground up for a 40, it was a lot better. But that's a lot of the problems you had with the 40, because everybody had 9 millimeters.
They don't want to buy
Nobody
a
at
new
that
one.
time wanted a 9 millimeter, so they're like, hey,
Yeah.
Throw a bigger barrel in there, and yeah, we good to go. It's all right. It's good.
Now everybody wants a 9mm.
But it wasn't made for the pressures of the original. A lot of the original 40s and some you still get now weren't built up for a 40.
Right.
You know, they just took their older 9mm models and changed out a couple things, and there you go. It wasn't made for the pressures. So you didn't have the weight and stuff like that. But I digress. I don't know why I was going there. Carrying on.
Oh, yeah, carry on.
So if you guys could only have one handgun to
Yeet.
do one handgun. We're talking make, model, caliber, and I'm just throwing this at you. Make, model, and caliber. What would it be and why?
For
Tarver.
Only one handgun for every situation?
One handgun for every situation.
Canic in anything they make.
Caliber.
They only make 9.
I don't know that much about Canic. So
Yeah.
which Canic? Short one, the long one?
I got one I got to get. I'm picking up the next one. So right now the FSX. Is that it?
That's SFX.
SFX.
Isn't that a freaking like TV network?
No, it's the full size, but it's got the ported deal on the end of it. Yeah.
You shot it.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
That's a
Well,
nice
with the-
gun. I mean,
It is a nice gun. So that would be your gun.
I'm loving that gun right now.
Okay.
I don't blame him.
I don't know.
Oh,
What
it's
are we
a nice
talking?
gun.
End of the world apocalypse kind of
We're
stuff?
talking for everything. You're gonna use this for everything. If there's an apocalypse, if there's a zombie, if you got to shoot at food, if you got a self-defense, got to go on the freaking run. You're gonna hole up in a cabin somewhere. You got to fight your way to the grocery store. I don't know.
Get some Twinkies.
Good grief. I only get one handgun.
You only get one. You get one, so we need to make, model, and caliber. And it's not one that you have right now.
I can't do that. I refuse to.
Yeah,
That's
you
I have a.
well, wait. You know
I'll
what?
do it.
I got
I'll
it.
do it.
I got it.
You-
Yeet Cannon, and I would have the sights milled into the side. She got to hold it gangster style to aim. That's what I would get. That's my all-around number one gun right there. Yeet.
Suppressed.
Yeah, suppressed.
Okay.
Sights on the
We're
side.
gonna go to you. We're gonna.
I'll make it easy because I tell this to people all the time because I have multiple different handguns. If I had to go back to just one handgun, I would go to my Glock 19 9mm.
Why?
Just because I know it'll shoot every time. It's reliable. I know it's reliable because I shoot it all the time and it never fails.
Right. Okay.
So,
Why 9? Just because it shoots reliably and
well, it's ammo's easy to find. I mean, mags, everything's easy for 9mm.
okay.
And I think 9 is a very sufficient round. I think.
Now you get a second chance.
Oh, for shit's sake! One
Yeet.
You haven't even shot a yeet, so you can't.
Yeet.
Come on.
Yeah, that's the reason I can't
Okay.
talk about a 10 millimeter. I'm like, I don't know. Never shot one. That's a big old
You
gun,
never
though.
shot a
It's-
10?
I mean, stopping power is there. At 10
No.
millimeters, there's no doubt about it. But
That's crazy because I've owned I owned a 357 SIG. I owned about all kind of crap, but I've never had a 10.
So we'll come back to you. What's your
357
gun?
Huh?
What's your gun? What's the one you want?
I don't know, man.
357
I don't
is
know.
the
I
cross
can't
between
choose.
9mm and 40.
If I could choose, I'd quit buying guns. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I'm ready for everything.
Trying to get a deep discussion going on in here, and it ain't freaking working.
Well, you're getting a yeet
Well,
discussion. is what you're
Getting a
getting.
heat discussion.
If it wasn't for the FNP 45 with the huge mag and I can suppress it, I would have to stick with the 9mm because I get 20 rounds out of the Canic. But I can get, I think 16 or 17, 45, and I can suppress them. That's a big old pretty gun too.
It is.
So yeah,
Yeah, so I can see your.
But the ammo's heavy. I mean, if I'm running, the 9s, I can throw a box in my pocket. I don't know.
the extra ammo in the 9 and then the 45 having less ammo, does it? That's a big heavy gun, though. I've held that damn 45.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's,
Pretty
heavy,
light.
it's heavier than a 9.
That's the one you brought that one day we
Yeah.
all shot out here. Yeah,
That's pretty light.
for a 45.
Rifles. Let's go rifles.
Minigun.
Yeah.
One rifle for,
For everything.
I guess, an AR-10.
You know, I like my bolt guns.
I know. I figured that's
And
where
I
you
am
were headed.
I'm completely set up, and I'm enthralled right now with the 7mm Mauser. I can shoot anything with it. Hell, the one guy shot elephants with it back in the turn of the
Yeah.
century. Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Mark?
I'd have to go to the AR platform, the AR-15,
Why?
just because I know it really well. And I mean, again, mags and ammo,
Yeah.
223, 5.56. I mean, you can find it everywhere.
I'm going to go with a high point carbine, chambered in 9
10
mil.
millimeter.
10 millimeter. Ooh, 10 millimeter right there.
There you
There you go, boss. Good to go right there.
Got your Yeet Cannon and your high point
You
rifle.
shoot all 8 rounds out of there, and you're good.
Good to go. I really don't know. I just
And
kinda,
I'm spent.
I just kind of thought of that question on the fly, so
Yeah,
figured we needed to talk about it.
That's tough to choose just one.
yeah.
That's really tough. You're a yeet.
It's tough. I don't want to, but I've already thought this through. I mean, that's the sad thing.
Well, you went right to it every time
Yeah,
I asked.
That's the sad thing is I've already thought about it. So
I'd probably stick with the AR-10 though. You get
the 10 would be
got more
nice.
power.
Don't get me wrong. The 10 would be nice, but the ammo
That's
may
a
be
308?
yeah.
Well, yeah, you can get it in multiple different calibers.
Gotcha.
But 308 would probably be my go-to, but again, finding ammo, it is a little heavier version of an AR platform, but I mean, I could see where the AR-10 would be a good option as well.
So what are you using this rifle for?
Anything,
Home defense?
everything.
Hunting?
You gotta hunt.
get one,
You gotta,
dude.
you gotta survive.
You get
with
one.
it.
It's
You
the
gotta-
damn.
Yeah.
Let's
Can I-
let's just let's.
Can I
okay.
reload?
Let's just say it's the end of the world. You can reload as much as you have
You know what? I'm going to
access
take
to that stuff.
anything I can find. That's what I'm going to pick up and use.
That's a good answer too.
Right? I don't know. Is 44 mag hard to find around here?
Not too hard.
Not too bad?
Yeah.
What about 357? Is it
No,
not
it's
bad at
around.
all.
It's
You know what? I wouldn't mind having a brace of guns in 357.
you only have one.
I have well, if I'm going to do a rifle and a pistol,
Ooh, same
There you go.
ammo.
right?
See,
Same ammo.
Yeah, I thought about that too, like a 9mm carbine or something, but I don't know.
I would like a Marlin in 357 just because I know them and just like you. That
I'd hate to
your
take
Glock.
down an elk with a 9mm.
Yeah,
Right?
No, it's
At 357, you can
You'd
load
have to
it
get
up
really
to
close.
almost 200 grains in a 357. Yeah,
That's a deep conversation.
so that's some awkward
for the
silence there.
podcast.
So let's get back to Yeet.
Yeah. Let's get back to you.
Okay.
What do you got over there story wise, Mr. Mark?
Well,
Actually, whoa,
you
whoa.
know-
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Information.
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 Information. If you would like to call the podcast, we have a hotline. You can call it. It is 1208-696-4397. Or just email us at patriotdefense13@yahoo.com. You can also check out any classes or future events or things going on, t-shirts, stuff like that. patriotdefense13.com is the website. Check that out.
Or you can call
Share.
me. You can text me
Share text. Yeah.
and be pissed off at me. I've gotten a lot of those. So area code 620-794-6223. That's area code 620-794-6223.
We want to hear from you, Phil.
And we may have hidden a special surprise in the podcast number, so please call.
There's a surprise. I'm gonna call it
There you go. Good job. I'm going to send you a Jell-O salad.
Jello salad.
With carrots?
Caller number 3. Caller number 3.
It's got bits of cat food on top of it, but you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. Okay.
Yeah, Griswolds.
Aunt Bethany. Anyway, so in the news, because it says the extended holiday July 4th weekend, this is what happens when you play stupid games. You
Yeet.
win stupid prizes. Basically, this is in Texas, a robber or a whatever you want to call it.
A robber?
Robber. That just sounds weird.
That just says a robber?
Yeah. So a robber put his gun down
A person with bad
after
intentions.
demanding that the fireworks stand give him the money.
Nice.
He set it down on the counter
Set
so
it
he could
down on
load
the
up his
counter.
booty.
And I would have taken the fireworks, but anyway, he put his gun down, and so the worker grabbed the gun and then shot him with his own gun. So,
How humiliating.
That
Yeah.
dude was brilliant.
He just
Yeah.
yeeted all over him, didn't he?
yeah, pretty much. Good thing he didn't set off the fireworks in the process.
How embarrassing. Now the whole world's talking about it.
Yeah. So the man
he wasn't wearing a propane tank.
Man,
too,
yeah, no doubt. Man walked up to the stand on Thursday and commanded the 2 workers behind the counter to give him money. The Harris County Sheriff's Office said, let's see, as the workers placed the cash on the counter, the suspect also put his weapon down and grabbed what he could of the money. That is when the worker grabbed the gun and shot him.
This was in Texas?
In the face.
In the face.
You sure this wasn't Florida?
No, this is not a Florida man incident. This is a Texas incident. Wow.
Speaking of Florida man, I don't have an article about Florida man, but Josh sent me a deal. Said that there's this guy who broke into Wendy's. He broke into Wendy's.
I like that man's style.
Before he robbed the place, he made himself a burger.
Nice.
Darn right.
Did you guys ever do the thing where you put in Florida man and then your month and date or month and date?
Oh,
of birth?
I have not.
You got to try that. There's some crazy articles.
Okay, just going to get a second. What the hell's going on in Florida with these people?
I do not know.
I don't know, but the one mine came up with man arrested for assaulting roommate with a pizza. I'm just like,
assault me, brother.
I'm just like, whoa.
Let me get that deep dish with you.
I mean, there's some funny stuff that comes up.
Hit me with that pizza.
You got to try
it. Hit me one more time.
You got to try it. It's actually kind of fun.
That's awesome. Well, apparently Florida man is now moving to Texas.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me.
It's the heat.
California's moving to Idaho, so that doesn't.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah, man.
I'm a little sour about it.
Expect more right now. They're having some serious earthquakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the biggest one I was ever in was like a 5.4.
Was it scary?
Yeah. At first, it was kind of cool, and I just called some family, and they went through this one, and they did kind of the same thing. And you feel it, and you're like, oh, shit, it's an earthquake. Hey, it's an earthquake. That's kind of cool. And then it keeps going, and you're like, all right, getting kind of scary. And the one I was in lasted about 10 seconds, and I was like, you know, the earth, the freaking earth moves. And it's not just your house shakes or something. It's different. I can't explain it, but the earth is moving. And when it keeps moving, it's like, all right, you can stop now. I ain't liking this. And they said that one lasted for about 30 seconds. It's like, good grief, you know.
Wow.
They were like, at first, oh, yeah, it's an earthquake. That's cool. And then it keeps going, and it starts building up to intensity, and the noise starts getting louder, and you're like, your house is doing this. So you're shaking back and forth. So after 30 seconds is a long time for something like that to happen.
Yeah, when that's not natural. I mean, that's not a normal feeling, I'm sure.
Well, you're going to have a whole... Yeah, it's weird. People say, you know, the earth shakes, but it's one of those things, it's like you can't... It's like seeing the eclipse in totality. You can't describe it. You got to experience it. Did you guys go check it out when it was in totality over here?
No, I was in Seattle.
I was in California, and it was totally overcast that day.
We couldn't see it was. I've seen so many of those, but to sit and I'm like, I'm not driving up there to see that. Got some family come out and wanted to see it. We drove up there. It was.
Where'd you guys
amazing. Went up to Sun Valley. And yeah, it's the same kind of thing with the earthquake. You can't really understand it. It's not just a shake. It's weird, and it throws your inner ear off, and it's wild.
It causes vertigo too.
Yeah, you'll fall down. You'll drop because the earth is doing this, but your eyes are seeing everything straight, and you're moving. It's like it's weird. Anyway, my point was look for more of them to start coming this way.
Shit.
Yeah.
You guys better figure out what the freaking handgun and rifle you want.
Yeet, get a yeet.
Yeah, and hide it away. Don't register.
I was just telling him, hey, you see that big crack in the ground over there? That canyon? Yeah, that was an earthquake that did that. Right?
You better move.
You think you guys got it bad.
So do you have people, I have a question for you. You got people coming to the shop and ask you about, I need to buy a gun and go, now I need to go register this thing?
Oh, all the time.
I have people all the time.
How do I register this?
I need to register this firearm.
Or my name or whatever.
You don't need to register that gun. You bought it. It was a private party transaction. That is yours now. That's the beauty of the private party transaction. There's nothing tied to you. But I always get people, I need to go register it now. Where do I take it to the sheriff? I guess take it to the sheriff if you want.
Go show him. He'll pat you on the back.
Yeah.
I guess in some states you are required to.
Yeah, not Idaho, though.
No.
Well, a lot of people that turned in their bump stocks. Instead of destroying them, they went and turned them in these commie states, and they took down their name and everything. It's like, well, we know who has ARs.
He's got AR.
So they just signed up.
So
Did you guys watch Democratic debates?
No.
I did not.
You mean the clown?
I couldn't
the clown
do it.
show?
Couldn't
Clown
make
show?
myself-
Yeah,
a-
2 nights of
clown
Nitro
car?
Circus out there. It was
I tell you what.
wow.
I think they're on to something though. When what's his name? I want to keep saying Joaquin Phoenix, but
Joaquin Castro?
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's supporting abortion for transgenders,
That's right. Yeah, he said we must
and the crowd applauded.
they applauded
yeah,
hard
yeah,
for transgender women.
that's a dude, man. He can't handle baby.
He doesn't have the plumbing for it. There's no such thing as a uterine ovarian transplant.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
It don't happen. So, but
They're brilliant.
We got to have this, and I'm like,
Brilliant.
I'll support that. That don't cost nothing.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You don't think it does? They'll
Well,
make up some kind of
yeah.
thing.
Except, yeah,
This red Solo cup costs $1,200.
they'll charge you for the insurance, but then you're never going to use the insurance. So you're still paying for it for the insurance.
Vermin Supreme.
Oh, one thing I got out of this, besides that was my favorite moment when Castro said we need to send that. The other thing was they are coming for your guns. Every one of
Without
them.
a doubt.
Oh yeah.
Every one of them.
one
And
of
they're
want them
they're
turned
not
in.
even being shy about
They
it.
are
Every
not.
one of them.
And
Not in the least.
I appreciate that though. At least they're not.
Yeah.
You stop with all this, common sense stuff. Come on, man. We know you're coming for them, and these guys are
They're
saying we'll knock your house
yeah.
down and take them.
Amy Klobuchar, she was asked a direct question about how does the federal government intervene, and they asked her about buybacks, gun buybacks. So she wouldn't do that, and she's like, "Isn't that considered a confiscation?" Well, it's not confiscation if we're offering to reimburse you for your product.
We already paid.
Yeah.
Who's paying to buy those guns back? We are.
Yeah,
We've already paid
Yeah.
the taxes.
right.
That's what they're going to use to buy them back.
Yeah, it's not confiscation
No.
because we're paying you,
Well, it's not much of a sale when they're pointing a rifle at you saying, "Give it up. Here's $1."
right?
I don't want to.
Yeah.
You're going to.
I think
Give it up. Here's 50 cents.
Give it a year and it might be getting ugly again. Guns might be going scarce again. Ammo might be going scarce. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Swalwell wants to go door to door,
Yeah.
kicking them in.
You don't. He's not going to be leading the charge though.
Oh no!
He
If
won't be
if he
that
did,
first
I'd
one
tell him,
in
"Hey,
thing.
here's my address. Come on out here."
They can kick in my door. I'm going to be waiting on the
He'll
other side of
order,
my
he'll
Yeet
order
Cannon.
other people to do it.
You're just going to yeet all over
I'm
those
going to
federal
yeet
forces.
all over him.
for 8 rounds. Yeah. It's over.
Then I'll start close. Give me 30 minutes.
This guy's obviously got a mental problem.
Oh no!
Give me 30 minutes. I need to
Oh,
hit
Hold on,
you
my
should've
refractory
done that.
period is between 12 to 14 minutes. Hold on.
You should have never purchased this.
need a handful of walnuts or something.
We're gonna get banned.
That's the beauty with podcasts. You can't get banned.
Oh, that's right.
You can say whatever the hell you want to say.
It's the ultimate libertarian
Well.
platform, right?
It is.
Well, for now.
Yeah,
for
you
now.
better talk
David
to Alex
Kokesh.
Jones about that.
Right? What do you got there?
NRA, my favorite subject as of late.
Hey, wait. What did you do that was Second Amendment related? Because we didn't cover that.
You pointing the knife at him?
Damn, it's getting hostile in here.
Oh my god!
I had last week. What'd I do? I ordered the Yeet
Cannon, there you go.
I ordered
That's
the
good.
Yeet
Okay.
That's your trump card for 6 months.
I ordered the Yeet
What
Cannon.
did you do? I got this.
That's right. My Yeet Cannon. I'm going to go down. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down and get Donald Trump's face engraved on the Yeet Cannon.
Whoa.
like at the front, like he's just like
Whoa.
yelling at the end of the cannon there. So he's the bullets are coming out of his
Big
mouth.
Make it so it's huge.
I'm going to
Huge,
put
yeah,
the
make it
Patriot
huge.
Defense Podcast logo in Trump 2020.
You should put in front of Yeet. You should put huge.
Huge cannon.
You know, I don't know if that slide will take engravings.
Or MAGA. You know,
Oh, I can laser engrave
something
it.
like that.
Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. It might break.
We're fixing to find out.
You might have a soft spot in the middle. And,
Gorilla glue. We'll fix it.
okay. Yeah.
That would suck. You break it before you even shoot it.
I got a welder.
I don't think that stuff will. Get some JB Weld and stick
Yeah,
on it. It'll be
JB
all
Weld
right.
will work.
That's how I'm going to attach the red dot.
Just use a condom. It's a yeet cannon
It's
for
a yeet
Pete's
cannon.
sake. Be responsible.
I'm getting all kinds of ideas for videos. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I got a good one there. Never mind.
What?
Can't repeat it.
NRA donor. NRA donor directs a revolt against the radioactive leader. They're hunting down Wayne LaPierre. The donors, the big money donors, are starting to pull out.
Wait, what did you say?
I got this stuck in my head now. Sorry.
Are starting to withdraw. Oh my God.
Generally, that's what happens when the donors.
When the donors withdraw. Okay.
Those are called parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hot in here.
A major contributor to the NRA is rallying donors to withhold millions and calling for an end to the soap opera of infighting. So this guy has actually donated. He's given roughly $100,000 to the NRA in cash and gifts, and he's pledged a bulk of his estate worth several $1 million to the NRA.
Wow.
And
he's already paid for 1/4 of Lane LaPierre's suits.
Yeah, I know.
I was going to say, that's not that much in the grand scheme of things.
What he's doing though is he knows all the big donors, all the guys that give the big pledges, and he's rounding them all up. And he's trying to start a deal. We're not going to donate anymore until you guys get rid of Wayne LaPierre.
Wayne's a fool, man. Take your golden parachute and jump, man.
Take
I'd be
your
gone. I
fancy
don't
suits.
need this.
Take your fancy suits and get out.
I'd take the money and run. I'm like, look, put another spokesman in front of it. Let everybody calm down. Let the donations keep coming in. I'm gone. He's going to make more leaving than he is there.
Oh yeah,
I'd leave.
He could make so much on the speaking circuit once he leaves.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And and I want to put it this way, because people are like, and I have said, into the NRA, whatever, defund the NRA. Yeah, defund the NRA till they fix everything, right? Yeah. Defund the NRA till they fix their leadership, till they fix their board, till they get a handle on what's going on.
Until
right?
they pull out, yeah.
I'm not, good Lord.
If he had left on good terms, he could have went to Smith & Wesson or Ruger or anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Like a politician.
Yeah.
Well, there was another article that talked about, I think they talked about, like, is it Smith & Wesson? They talked about Smith & Wesson and some of these big players that actually, donate to the NRA. And they're like, they're to the point of calling these people, don't give freaking Smith & Wesson any more money. Don't buy this. Don't buy that. Don't.
Hickok 45 was.
Yeah, Hickok 45's out too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
and he don't hardly take a stand on anything.
No,
I don't care what he shoots. It's like, it's pretty good. It's got a problem here.
Well, I mean, he gives you an honest opinion, though. He's not getting paid to say anything, so he just tells you how it is.
Oh yeah. So it's I don't know. I like that. I like watching the NRA. I like watching all the news come through.
Well, Wayne's got to go, man. He's causing too much trouble. Come on, man. You can't get ahead of this. Just step down and get your money. Let somebody else take charge.
Here's the thing.
You're damaging the thing now.
Figure it out. We got another presidential election coming up. I mean, do something. Get it done before then. Or do you think this is going on because of that?
Who knows?
There's underworkings that are like destroying it, like keeping it a mess, keeping people not supporting it because there's another election coming up, right? Could that be part of it?
It's hard to say. Right now, you don't. In times past, if you were on the right or a Republican and claimed to be on the right and you weren't, Mitt Romney, you could. It was a safe bet to endorse the NRA and have the NRA endorse you. You wanted that. You wanted that all the time. Now I think they'd have to take a poll to see where the people are at because of all this chaos that's unnecessary. Put the fire out and keep the thing going.
Yeah, and see, like the left, they were constantly attacking the NRA, like constantly. It was always the NRAs in the in the pocket, and
they're the cause of all the shootings.
They don't have to do shit now.
Yeah, and then they were blaming me for some kid getting shot. Yeah,
because everything the left does is astroturf.
But yeah, it's.
So they think nobody really likes guns. That's just the NRA forcing us poor dumb Americans.
This might be because of that. Like the left is almost getting what they want out of it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, sad to say, but that's what's happening.
I don't think they'll like what they end up with.
Probably not.
Is
if it goes down the road that I think it's going to go down.
Either they go away and someone else fills the vacuum, like Gun Owners of America, which is actually going to do something, or they're going to reform and come back even better than before.
I have a bad feeling that it's gonna go away. and it's not going to reform though, and then they're going to try something stupid, and then it's just it's going to hit the fan.
What
Right.
he should have done, if he wanted to do this right, is they had their little squabble. He should have let the members vote and see who they want. And instead, they in private snuck in the back rooms and did this little, the next day we voted unanimous. He's back in. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, yeah.
And some people weren't happy, and they're still raising hell. Mm-hmm. You should have let everybody speak their mind, have a vote, and get this thing done instead of trying to sweep it under the rug when the fire wasn't out.
I didn't print off the article because I saw it a couple days ago and then I couldn't find it.
But we
again.
got a book of High Point here.
Yeah.
Color picture.
But they are some of the board members that are actually speaking out against everything that's going on and trying to get it fixed and voicing their concerns and their opinions. They're freaking ousting them. They're getting them out. Yeah, they're hammering down on them.
The board members are getting out?
Some of the ones that are the people that have been speaking out have whatever. They're getting out. They're being run out. They
got
don't
more
want
and
them
more
there.
big money people speaking out.
Yeah.
I'd take my golden parachute and leave. I'm done.
So,
Sheesh.
that's right.
Circling the toilet.
Could have left with a good reputation.
I don't think we have any more stories.
Come on, man.
There was no.
You didn't read all of them.
I ran out of ink printing this off.
You had 2 though, didn't you?
Broke 2 printers getting that done.
This one just talks about this is confirmed. High Point is officially making the Yeet Cannon,
okay.
and Tarver kind of covered all of it. The limited run, man. I got one of the limited run. I hope it comes soon.
I wonder if it's numbered.
So yeah, I'm not winning today. I'm like, I think we might be through for the day.
Oh.
Anything that I could say is not going to go over well.
It's time to pull out then, right?
Oh,
man.
man. Yeet Cannon has ruined it
You
all.
can't literally you can't think of your words before you say them. It's just like there it is, triggered.
Yeah, I'm pretty hammered today anyway. So
I got a neighbor that works for Falls Brand, which does a lot of meat processing.
Nice.
Oh boy, they got people there that take
is he gonna buy a Yeet Cannon?
they take the bones out of the meat. That's their job, is to be
A deboner?
a boner. They call them boners.
Oh,
And
wow.
there's one guy that does the heads of the pigs and the cows. He's called the head boner.
Is that real?
I shit you not.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a good laugh over that.
Shout out to Falls Brand.
Oh yeah, and all you boners out there at Falls Brand, and especially you, head boner.
That's right. Freaking Miller Lite commercial. Oh, okay. So
The chief manager of sausage is over there too. You don't touch another man's wieners. You know, they get those things packed up and get them ready to ship. You don't want to be touching another man's wieners.
I'm afraid to walk into any of that.
I am too. So I'm not gonna walk in. I'm just gonna go ahead and withdraw. So okay. Well, I think
Boy, this thing got turned way bad.
horrible. It's kind of like Dean's on Percocet again.
Can you imagine me on Percocet with this show?
That'd be a good show.
Yeah,
That'd be a damn good show. You weren't here. You weren't part of this then, were you?
I don't remember. Was I?
I think he started just after Percocet.
You've listened to it though.
Yeah.
Okay. Until then, I think we're done. It's actually starting to smell like a locker room in here. No AC, no
Air
The
conditioning.
jokes have been locker room jokes for quite a while now. So until then, I think we are done, and we will
should
have
all end with a big yeet yell.
we will have more news on the Yeet Cannon. Hopefully, it comes in the next couple weeks. Nice, Dean. Do you guys want to do a farewell yeet?
I'm gonna let
Together
you do
or
that.
like-
No.
Yeah, all together.
I don't,
weird.
Hold on. I
saying.
don't do group eats,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
I'm out of this.
Yeah.
I'm out of this.